It appears that the Taxi Limousine Commission has more power than the New York City Council. If the New York City Council passes a law, but the TLC ignores that law, it is clear that the TLC has more power over the New York City Council.
Hello drivers, my name is Raul Rivera. I'm here with fellow driver Israel Acevedo, and we're going to address the double jeopardy rule. The city council back in 2019, right?
2019. January 2019.
January 2019. There was a bill that was passed to stop the double jeopardy, and it was stopped for a moment, but apparently it looks like the TLC or Department of Finance or the DOT started up again by issuing the same tickets. They created another TLC rule, but basically it's a copycat of the first rule, which was stopped by City Council member Fernando Cabrera's bill, right? Which was enacted. It was not signed by the mayor, but it was enacted, which stopped the TLC from issuing that double jeopardy rule when you go through that red light. $400 and 3 points on your TLC license. But look what we have here. We have a fellow driver. He was just issued a ticket. He had a cop for a settlement. He had to take the settlement of $0 and 3 points on his license. The problem is he should have never even received a letter in the mail, because the city council passed a local law that supersedes any rule that the TLC would have. And we addressed this video to the city council and to the top dogs at the city council, Mr. Corey Johnson, Mr. Idanis Rodriguez, and the 15 members of the transportation committee. Look at what we have here. A violation of a New York City rule. Now he's going to read a statement.
Good afternoon. My name is Israel, and I am a New York City TLC driver. This message is from Mayor Bill de Blasio, the New York City Council, the Taxi and Limousine Commission, and all New York City TLC drivers. On January 20th, 2019, the New York City Council enacted Local Law 748-A as an apple to end the double jeopardy for hire vehicle drivers for the same violation. Under this law, the TLC is supposed to automatically dismiss any duplicate violation. On February 19th, 2020, I received a red light camera violation but never received a notice in the mail. I became aware that I had this violation because on May 13th, 2020, I received a settlement notice from the TLC for $0 and 3 points on my TLC license. The notice informed me that if I did not accept the settlement, I would have to attend a hearing, and if found guilty at the hearing, I would have to pay $400 and 3 points on my TLC license. Clearly, the TLC is in violation of Local Law 748-A. The TLC has created some sort of rule to get around Local Law 748-A. It's clear that the TLC is deliberately ignoring Local Law 748-A, and by doing so, they have more authority than the New York City Council. The TLC is a very unprofessional and irresponsible agency. When it's time for drivers to renew their TLC driver's license, their vehicle license, or when it's time to submit your annual drug screen, they will reach out and inform the driver that these things must be done. But they never reach out to inform the driver when they change the rules for drivers. It seems like the TLC has no regard for the livelihood of thousands of hard-working, tax-paying drivers. As a regulatory agency, the TLC consistently continues to fail the drivers to the point where the drivers' suicides continue to grow, as most recent, a 36-year-old TLC driver chose the highest bridge in the city, the Verrazano Bridge, to end his life. The TLC must be reformed. The TLC must be reformed. The TLC must be reformed. But they will only be reformed if we as drivers unite and stick together and fight, fight, fight.
Yes, thank you so much for that. You know, I have a message for those unions, those taxi unions. Sometimes they're not helpful. Sometimes the drivers got to come out as individuals. You don't always have to be part of a union. There's none here. We put out a statement. We wanted drivers to join us. None of the unions could send out 5 drivers to join us. So we're here as individuals fighting for our rights and fighting for the reform of the TLC. And with all this defunding of the NYPD, we also ask a defunding of the TLC because they have inspectors that don't do the right thing. And they're part of law enforcement. 90% of drivers are immigrants. And you know they have a language barrier. And it's very easy to take advantage of them. And now we have, in the city, we have a ticket blitz. There was an article just put in the Post. The city's on a ticket blitz. So the NYPD is going to be defunded, but the taxi driver is going to replenish that defunding of the NYPD. Who's going to come from? It's going to come from the hardworking New Yorker. Mr. Israel is a native New Yorker. I'm a native New Yorker. We're not just taxi drivers. We are New Yorkers. So this message is to the city, to the mayor, to Corey Johnson, Idanis Rodriguez, all those city council members that are always around the city campaigning, running around, trying to get reelected. The elections are over. We want you to listen. And if you don't listen, we'll see you at City Hall and we'll call you out there.